What it do, YouTube? We back with another one. This time we gonna react to MachineZo on how a kid hacked GTA 6. If you don't know, GTA is Grand Theft Auto. It's probably one of the most anticipated games in the history of gaming. Grand Theft Auto 5 was a massive success. So anything that has to do with GTA 6 is gonna go viral. Right now we're gonna talk about how a kid hacked GTA. This is MachineZo. Subscribe to them. I'm MachineZo, MachZody, MachZo, whatever you want to call your bro. Subscribe to me, like, comment, subscribe, and we're going to tap right into this vid.
September 2022. A small hotel room, a single bed, a dim screen flick.
So, it was about, this is about 3 years ago, roughly. Not too long ago. But, bruh, in a hotel, just living crazy off the grid. First of all, where is your parents if you 16?
In the dark. Inside, a teenager sits alone, his face illuminated by the glow of a TV. No expensive setup, no powerful machines, just a Fire Stick, a smartphone, and hotel Wi-Fi.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, these new kids is different. We thought we knew the internet, but they break the internet down, especially that we're becoming more technical in this world. They killing the internet game.
While outside these walls, the street is quiet. But if you listen closely, you can hear them coming. A convoy of unmarked vehicles pulls up near the entrance. Officers step out, speaking in whispered.
I ain't gonna lie, this a fight you ain't gonna win. But he probably knew they were coming, cause shit, bro just sitting in a fucking hotel room with no cat, no nothing, no shawty, no liquor, no drink, no anything. Just a iPhone and a Fire Stick.
British cybercrime specialists, FBI agents. They've spent days looking for him, and tonight they finally have him. 8:30 p.m. The team moves in, ready for action. They reach the door. Then, no answer. A few seconds pass before the door slams open. Armed officers rush in. Before the teenager can react, he's forced to the ground, cuffed. His devices are seized.
Yeah, they wasn't playing with him. They got his ass out of it. They said, boy, you a little kid. We gonna bum rush you. And we took your stuff, which is only 2 items. It's insane.
And tagged within seconds. But he doesn't resist. It's almost as if he was expecting this. To officers, he's just some kid playing hacker. What they don't know is that just days ago, he had access to something that should have been impossible. And that impossible access led to one of the...
I ain't even gonna lie to you. If he American, a U.S. citizen, start locking this little boy up, get this man a job. Put him somewhere with the cybersecurity. Goddamn, they might need him in the army somewhere. Goddamn, but shit, this boy right here is valuable.
Leaks in gaming history. What's even crazier, this wasn't even his first time. But how did a teenager with no advanced setup bring $1 billion?
And what's crazy, if you remember, there was a time, I'm sure everybody's seen it, and we might even react to his leaks, but I seen the leaks. And then, you know what I'm saying, it has like, I think it was like on a Twitch channel or something, but it was like a live chat or something. But the game was definitely undeveloped, but still, it was enough to show you, like, you know, what's gonna be going on. But we had just got news that it's going to be delayed. It was supposed to come out this fall. It is delayed all the way until next year, approximately May 26, 26. And honestly, just if you streaming, if you gaming, this is some real life advice. If you on that reactions, just stay down, because 26, 26, we're going to say 05, 26, 26. It's gonna change lives, man. There's gonna be so much content that you could create just off one game. It's gonna be crazy.
Company to its knees. To answer that, we have to go back to where it all began. It started with a simple game, Minecraft.
Man, like I said, these little kids be advanced, man. He just wanted to play Minecraft and got into some shit he probably wasn't supposed to.
Like millions of kids, he was hooked. Late nights, endless hours, lost in digital worlds,
I don't understand
exploring.
I can't play games like this, man. I'm on that Madden 2K, Call of Duty. This is just not my realm right here. This is something like the kids for sure play.
Drafting and battling in PvP arenas. But for him, it wasn't just a game, it was war. And he was losing, over and over again. He wasn't the strongest, nor the fastest. No matter how hard he tried, victory always out of reach. So, he found another way. If he couldn't win fairly, he'd rewrite the rules.
This shit like a nerdy villain story. Like, y'all motherfuckers keep beating me. They probably was taunting him. Yeah, you suck. You need to delete this. I know how these kids is. They ruthless. They was on his ass. They was just creating a villain. Sleeping demon.
He began searching for loopholes, exploits, ways to flip the game in his favor.
Oh, yeah,
At first, it was just small tricks, simple cheats to give himself an edge, but then took things further. He started learning how Minecraft servers worked, how data was transmitted, how security could be bypassed. At just 11 years old, a boy with autism.
See, I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to get the little incentives to buy, you know what I'm saying? Like, in 2K, they have VC. He was trying to get that virtual currency to buy whatever. Hats, all the gear, the most expensive merch on Minecraft. He was trying to go for it.
Living in the UK, was about to take his first steps down a path that would lead to one of the biggest hacks in gaming history. His name was Arian Kurtaj. But back then, Arian wasn't thinking about hacking billion-dollar companies. He just wanted recognition. When he discovered a vulnerability,
that boy just wanted respect, boy. He started losing. They was talking dirty on him. He did all this for a little respect, and he was only 11. That's wild. Where your parents at, man? Your parents don't even know you the top hacker.
Popular Minecraft server, he didn't use it to destroy. Instead, he reached out to the developers, asking if they had a rewards program for reporting exploits. The response was a polite but firm no. A simple rejection, but this moment was the turning point.
That boy said, all right, y'all gonna tell me no? I know how to exploit y'all shit, bruh. I just want a little paper, and y'all told me no? Y'all waking the sleeping demon up.
Talent for breaking systems realized one thing. If the rules wouldn't reward him, he'd rewrite them. And that's exactly what he did. He went deeper into underground forums, learning from others who had mastered the art of hacking. By 15, he had learned something that would change his life forever. Sim swapping and selling zero-day exploits.
Woo! That boy got into some dangerous games. Alright, if you don't know, I mean, he probably explained it to you. See if you explain it first before I explain it. I'm gonna break it down.
Sim swapping was a favorite tool of crypto hackers. High-value accounts, like bank accounts and crypto wallets, weren't just locked behind passwords. They also required phone number verification.
Facts.
Hackers found their way around this by gathering personal details about their targets, calling the victim's mobile carrier, and pretending to be them.
Man.
With enough convincing, they could get the carrier to transfer the victim's phone number to a new SIM card, one that the hackers controlled. From there, breaking into accounts, wallets, and emails was child's play. But Arian didn't stop at just Sims.
That is a dangerous game. So if you don't know the breakdown of what he just explained, he just called T-Mobile. He just asked T-Mobile for your SIM card, pretending to be you. They sent it to him. Now he got everything. He got everything. He got your wallet. He got your Bitcoin wallet. He got all your money. He's sending it to himself.
He also discovered zero-day exploits, unknown security vulnerabilities in software or hardware. At just 15 years old, he was pulling data from leaked account databases, finding cryptocurrency holders, and using SIM swapping to drain their wallets. He also sold critical zero-day exploits.
I ain't gonna lie, after the first one, you gotta go. But I get it. You 11, you 12, 13, however, and you autistic, and you just want something to do. But if you was a real criminal on some shit like this though, you gotta get out of this. One time and you gone. That's a lot of money too. He didn't even know. He don't even know how much money he was playing with.
In underground forums. The result was a fortune. By the time he was 16, he had already hacked his way to over 300 Bitcoin, worth an incredible $27 million.
And what's crazy about that is the value. That's probably billions. Because the value went up. One Bitcoin is 95. And when he did this, probably when Bitcoin is probably even like 20, 30, 40 maybe. A Bitcoin is 95K. So just say 100K. This is a lot of money, and you gotta go. You gotta get up. You gotta get out of it. And if he just wanted more, just wanted to do more and more, and that greed, you gotta learn about greed. That greed always gonna get you.
For a socially isolated teenager with autism, the internet had given him a level of power few could imagine. He had wealth, he had knowledge, and most importantly,
And that's what's wrong with them these days, man. You gotta go out and touch some air, cause that internet had you feeling like you something you not. Always go out and experience some nature, man. Experience other people in real life, cause the internet is not real life, and that's why he got a little high from it.
he had control. And soon, that hunger for control would lead him to something even bigger. But Arian understood that hacking alone would only get him so far. He needed a team, and at just 16, he formed a hacker group, Infinity Recursion. It was a small team, mostly young hackers from Brazil, targeting smaller companies and websites. But they weren't making much of an impact. Their attacks were low profile, their earnings minimal, and soon frustration set in. Disagreements tore the group apart within months. From the ashes of Infinity Recursion, he handpicked a few loyal members and created something new.
You got to, bro, cause what you doing with 4-5 people on your team, bro? You knew you was gonna. I mean, I get it, he young, but if you doing something illegal, that's the wrong way to go. Cause now you got co-conspirators on your team, bro, co-defendants, and that's something you don't want. Where the more people you have on your team and you doing illegal shit, the more bound you just gonna get caught up. Somebody gonna snitch, he gonna snitch. You just there's too much trust in one man. And there even this 3-2, this little 2-man team right here still hot.
Lapsus. This time, the goal wasn't just hacking, it was
That
fear.
boy put a dollar
Arian
sign in it.
understood that to make an impact, they had to be loud. Their first major move was taking down Brazil's Ministry of Health. Once inside, they didn't just deface the site, they wiped out access to basic health services and replaced it with a ransom pay.
This is already where they fucked up. The Lapsus group left a message. Bruh, why you ain't gotta say all that? Tell them who y'all are. I don't know how to do crimes, but this ain't it. For sure.
The message was clear: pay up or 50 terabytes of stolen data goes public. It worked.
Boy,
News spread.
they
The
ain't
name
want that data
Lapsus
out.
was out in the world. But one hit wasn't enough.
Of
They
course.
targeted Portugal's biggest media company, then a major Brazilian car rental service.
Of course.
The attacks were bold, but in a world where thousands of sites get hacked every day, they weren't enough. They needed something bigger, something unforgettable that would terrify governments and corporations. That's when Lapsus turned its attention to US and UK companies. Their
Facts.
first major international target was Okta, a massive cybersecurity firm. The irony was undeniable. Hackers breaching a company designed to protect against cyber threats.
Wow, so they was just going for the biggest boss they could find. They just wanted to hack the biggest of the biggest. They ain't care. They don't know what's going on. All they want to do is chase the dragon, chase the high.
Then they took it further, attacking British telecommunications giant BT Group
I don't even
and
know how you
stealing
can take it
massive
further.
amounts of user data. They demanded a $4 million ransom in exchange for the stolen information.
4 milli between
At just
3
16
people?
years old,
Sheesh.
Arian had made Lapsus one of the most feared hacker groups in the world.
That's all they
Determined to
wanted.
solidify his status, he made
To whoever the little 12-year-old, 13-year-old that was bullying him on Minecraft, it's your fault, man. You created a demon. And the person who told him no. He just wanted a little paper. Probably ain't even want this much. But shit, since y'all rejected him in life, he said he was gonna get his get back.
a critical mistake. He purchased Doxbin, an infamous website known for hosting leaked personal data for $120,000. But Arian was not a businessman. Within 2 months, he had managed the site so poorly that KT bought it back from Arian for $24,000. Furious
Ooh,
and
that boy took a
humiliated,
loss.
Arian retaliated. He hacked Doxbin, stole its databases, and leaked all its user data.
Bruh, that ain't your fault cause you bad with business. They just did what they thought was right, bruh. At least you got some money back. 24 band, go get you a little watch or something. Get you a chain or something, bruh. You young. Get you a little whip. What you doing?
This
Go live
reckless
life.
act backfired terribly.
Of
In
course it
response,
did.
the Dockspin community turned against him.
Of course
They leaked his
did.
real identity, exposing every detail about his personal life, including photos of him with his
Sheesh.
family. Suddenly, Arian
That boy was actually outside. He don't even nigga ain't even outside for real, bro. You on the sea. There is no land in sight.
wasn't an anonymous hacker anymore. He was the focus of a global manhunt. With his identity exposed, law enforcement, rival hackers, and even criminals he had crossed were all after him.
Bro,
Eventually, the
autistic,
police
they don't
caught up
even
with
know.
him, but Arian had planned for this. His money
As long as the police got him before cause it would got wicked if the underground world would have caught him. And bro, just a little autistic kid, bro. He don't even look like he on nothing for real. Bro ain't got a lick of fighting in his body.
trail was hard to trace. His digital footprint was almost non-existent. Out of the $27 million he had stolen,
Damn.
they could only prove he had $100,000.
Damn.
Legally, their hands were tied. So instead of prison, they gave him a 1-month ban from computers.
Facts.
Fresh out of custody, Arian didn't waste time. He was back at it, pulling
1 month? Y'all gotta ban this nigga for a year. Y'all gotta wipe his brain, bro. 1 month, he's still fresh. He can look at the internet from somebody else's, his mama. Man, come on now.
even bigger
1 month.
hacks. This time, he and Lapsus had their sights on NVIDIA. They broke into the tech giant, stealing everything related to the then upcoming 3090 Ti. Production data, chipset details, confidential documents, millions of dollars worth of secrets. But they weren't stopping there.
They not
Next was Microsoft. They leaked 37 gigabytes of Microsoft's source code and systems. Then, Samsung, another major hit. But strangely, despite all this chaos, real harm wasn't being done.
What's funny about it is I kind of remember all these hacks, which is funny, and that to know that it was a little kid behind it is even crazier. I don't think I was part of them, but I always seen them like this person got hacked, and then later on they do a little in reimbursement for the lawsuit or whatever the case is. But shit has been getting hacked, and it might have been this Lapsus group, to be honest. Because 2025 right now, that was 3 years ago. He was probably hacking. It was probably them.
At least, not financially. It was a game of flexing power, proving that no one was truly safe.
Facts.
Lapsus had gotten too big. The FBI officially listed them among their most wanted cybercriminals. And that's when everything changed. March 24th, 2022. Arian and 6 Lapsus members were arrested again.
6.
By
that
now,
boy,
anytime a major hack
that boy tripled the team. He went from 2 to 6, bro. What you got going? And you know somebody was probably gonna tell.
the news, the police would drag Arian in, question him, then release him due to his age. But this time, it was different. The FBI was involved. They took Arian from his home and placed him in room 15 of a travel hotel. No internet, no devices, just 4 walls and constant surveillance. Meanwhile, the FBI dissected Lapsus's methods, expecting advanced hacking techniques. Instead, they found something shocking. Arian and his team weren't sophisticated hackers at all. They were just
Fuck
bribing
no.
employees at major companies, paying their way into systems. The FBI thought they had cracked the case. They thought it was over. But Arian wasn't done. He had one more job to do. One last hack that would make sure his name
And y'all know what that hack is, and you know why we came. That boy had to solidify his name after hacking Microsoft, Samsung, this company, that company. Goddamn, he just couldn't get it's like crack to him, bro. It's like drugs ain't gotta be crack, weed, this, that, ecstasy. Drugs is just with the adrenaline or the dopamine smacking your brain like a goddamn boxing fight. So goddamn, he was getting a rush off this shit. They took the rush from him for only a month. He was probably goddamn having withdrawals without the goddamn internet. Goddamn, as soon as they gave him that internet back, boy, they hopped right back to it.
never forgotten. One morning, he slipped out of the hotel unnoticed. He walked into a nearby store and bought 3 things: an Amazon Fire Stick, a wireless keyboard, and a mouse.
Wow.
It didn't look like much, but in the right hands, it was a powerful weapon. He returned to his room, turned the hotel TV into a makeshift computer, and connected to his hidden virtual machine.
Wow.
His target was Rockstar Games, a company with millions in security, a team of experts protecting their data. He crafted a simple email, pretending to be a Rockstar employee who had forgotten his password.
Sheesh.
Incredibly, someone fell for it. Just like that,
Sheesh.
Arian was inside
You can't be
Rockstar's
that
system.
slow.
The full GTA 5 source code, early GTA 6 development files,
Wow.
90 test clips. He had everything, and he didn't keep it to himself. Under the name Teapot Uber Hacker,
Definitely remember
Arian
this.
dumped it all onto GTA forums. At first, some thought it was fake. One day and 9 hours later, Rockstar confirmed the worst. It was real.
Sheesh.
Rockstar panicked. The FBI got involved.
You know they
Takedown
called the
notices
FBI.
were everywhere, but it was too late. The world had already seen it. The FBI stormed Travel Hotel, surrounding the building. They breached room 15, finding Arian sitting there, staring at the TV. This time, his age wouldn't save him.
Sheesh.
Lying on the ground, handcuffed, guns
Rockstar
pointed
got
at
them
him.
hitters.
Arian had done it. He had leaked GTA 6 right under the FBI's nose.
And they was pissed about
Arian
that.
always wanted to be a legend, and in a way, he got exactly what he wanted. But his story didn't end with handcuffs. The evidence was undeniable. Fraud, hacking,
Sheesh.
blackmail. He was guilty on all counts. But instead of prison, the system had other plans. Due to his complex autism, he was sent to a high-security psychiatric hospital.
Oh yeah.
As of
crazy
today,
house.
he's still locked away.
No
No one
internet.
knows when or if he'll ever walk free. But here's what's terrifying. Before he vanished behind locked doors, he reportedly told the authorities, "One day, I'll be back, and what comes next will be even bigger." Is it just empty words,
Nah, you can't let
or
that
a
nigga out.
warning we should take seriously? Only
can't
time
let
will
him
tell.
out. WW video.
Septem-
W video from GameZone. Make sure you subscribe to them. I'm work MachineZo. I hope you enjoyed that. How the kid hacked GTA 6. He's gone. Just from his last comments, he probably ain't ever gonna get out. Because they know he probably hacked the FBI and just leak bullshit. Leak shit that ain't supposed to be. So they gonna keep his ass far away from the internet. Shit, if he wasn't autistic, they might get a motherfucker a job. But whole time I'm wondering, if he's 16, 11 years old, where is his parents? Is he a foster child? Goddamn, he just ain't got no parents. He just showed up here on the earth to hack. We don't know. But Super W video, we coming back with another one. And I'm signing out. If you ain't know, I got another one for you. It's probably right here on the screen. But in the others, check yeah, we tapping out, man. That's for sure. And I hope y'all enjoyed. And we out.